Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. You can see that I am obviously not going to be doing a makeup video today. I did have quite a few people requesting to see a healthy, not so much a healthy morning routine, but a healthy breakfast routine video. Look at my chicken claws. Yeah. So I wanted to share with you some quick tips that I do every morning that, keep me healthy food and drink wise, but also give you a couple of options, one sweet and one savory, gluten and dairy free breakfast option that they're both super easy. You can whip them up before work and they'll keep you going all morning. So I just want to quickly go over a couple of tips that I part of my routine every morning to keep me healthy. The first one, when I wake up, without a doubt, is I do get some water into my body. How I do that varies depending on how I feel, my mood, what the weather's doing. It's summer at the moment, so there's two things that I've been doing recently. I sometimes will just have a plain glass of water, but a lot of the time lately in particular, I've been trying to get back into putting some apple cider vinegar in my water, and that helps with gut issues. It keeps your gut healthy, and I actually don't mind the taste. It's quite refreshing. I only put a capful in. I don't like to make it too overpowering. So that's a really good way to keep my gut healthy while getting some hydration into my body in the morning. Tea. I love tea so much. Sometimes I'll have it hot, sometimes I'll have it cold. I do have some here that I've been loving. Hashtag this is not sponsored. I have been gifted some of these products, but I love this flavor. So this is the Teami Blends Alive Tea. The reason why I love this, particularly at the moment, because it is a little warmer and because I've been having some gut issues. This one contains ginger, honey, lemongrass and green tea. So it's really refreshing, it's great on the gut, and it's really light as well. It's very drinkable. So I have my little Teami tea tumbler here. I've got it cold this morning. I had it in the fridge, so I will drink this cold throughout the morning. I love this tumbler too. They're so stylish, and you can put extra tea that you can carry with you for on-the-go top-ups through the day, or whatever you want to put in there. You could take it to the gym. You could even put some fruit in there as well for a healthy, cool water drink. So there's some things that I like to do first before I do anything else in the morning is rehydrate my body. So now I'm going to jump into my first favorite breakfast, which is 2-ingredient banana egg pancakes. Now, I think every single person has probably seen this recipe by now. If you're on the internet, you will have seen this recipe. The reason why I wanted to share this one with you is because there's a few tips that I've learnt when making these, and they're not as simple as they seem. The ingredients are, but they can be quite fiddly to work with. So there's a few ways that I've found to make it easier to make this. So you literally just need 2 ingredients, 2 eggs, to 1 banana. Now I have little ladyfinger bananas today, so I'm actually using 2 bananas because they're quite small. The first tip that I have for you with this is if you can get sugar bananas or firm sort of ladyfinger bananas, the consistency of your batter will be thicker, easier to work with, and will be a lot more sort of pancake-like. Now, there's a few ways that you can mix this together. I have a NutriBullet or Nutri-Ninja. If you don't have that, you can use a normal blender. You could also just put it all in a bowl and mash it up and beat it up and really fluff it up as best as you can, because that will give you a fluffier pancake if you get some air into the batter or the eggs. Now, if you want to get fancy, you can add a pinch of bicarb soda or baking powder to kind of fluff up the mixture even more. You can add a dash of natural vanilla extract, vanilla bean, and you can even add other bits and pieces like a date, a sprinkling of oats, or something to kind of thicken up the batter. Honestly, I just like doing it plain. It's easy and it works just as well. So the reason why I love this so much is because you literally shove the ingredients in a blender. Whoa, that was really aggressive. So a couple of bananas, or 1 banana if you do have a larger banana, 2 eggs. I've always wondered what it would be like to be on a cooking show. quite a good batter. It is a little bit runny. So I'm going to take you over to the pan now and show you how to cook these up. Now, I like to go in with some butter into the pan. I know that I said these breakfast options are gluten and dairy free, but you could use a dairy free butter or an oil of your choice if you like. So I just put a tiny bit in the pan and I just make sure it's kind of covering most of the base. So wherever I pour the batter, give a non-stick surface. So I just like to be pretty careful with how I put this in. So I usually just do 2 or 3 at a time, and I don't make them too big because they're harder to work with. And basically I just let them sit for a good minute or so before I check them. Okay, so they have been in for a little bit now. I'm just going to check this first one. So you've got to be quite confident with these when you are flipping them. It looks like they're pretty good to go. So we've got to be quite aggressive and flick it over and kind of fold it and let it fall. That's my technique. I don't know if that made any sense at all. Let's see if I can show you this one. So you kind of get just under it and then flick it over. And that is a nice color. I'm happy with that. I'm actually going to turn this pan down now because I think it's going to get too hot. Okay, so this is what they look like. I'm going to put them on the plate. Another thing that I like to do in between each mix that I put in is actually wipe the pan out. I know that sounds like a waste, but it'll stop the pan any like butter burning. And then I'm just going to repeat that process. Okay guys, so out of 1 banana and 2 eggs, we have made 12 little pancakes. Super healthy, and you can make these as a snack for the kids. If you've got a heap of bananas there and they look like they're about to go a little bit too ripe, it's a great way to quickly use some bananas up for a healthy snack or for breakfast or even a dessert. So I have a few favorite toppings. So I always love having berries with my pancakes. I've got some beautiful blueberries and raspberries here that I've pre-washed. I like to put yogurt, Greek yogurt on mine. I know if you're dairy free, you obviously wouldn't have this. You could use a coconut yogurt if you like, or a dairy free alternative. I do have some natural maple syrup. Now, maple syrup, yes, it does have a bit of sugar, but the ones that we do buy are preservative free and they're all natural. And then the last thing I like to put on is some pepitas or some pumpkin seeds, as they're also known. Pepitas are full of minerals, vitamins, and word on the street is I've also heard that they're great for your gut health and they're great at fighting parasites. So I like to add these on for a bit of color, a bit of texture, crunch, and some added nutrition as well. So that is my first healthy breakfast option. Oh, I can't wait to eat it. Check out the size of this blueberry. Okay, moving on to my second breakfast option. This is so easy, it ain't even funny. Honestly, this is it. We got a sweet potato and we have an egg. It is not a complicated dish to make. But again, I do have some tips for you on how to get it perfect. So this is a purple sweet potato. There is a difference between the sweet potato varieties. You get your normal golden sort of sweet potato. I think you can get white ones that are purple in the middle and then purple on the outside, white in the middle. The reason why I always pick these for this dish is because they go so crunchy, it's not funny. So crunchy. The standard sort of gold sweet potato, it can be a little bit soggy. It's hard to get that crunch out of the potato because it does seem to be a little bit mushier, or maybe it holds a bit more water, I'm not sure. But this, for some reason, gets it right every time. So all I do is get a peeler. I have pre-washed this, and I do like to use the skin because the skin holds a lot of nutritional value. and I'm just going to peel a heap of strips until I get how much I want, which is usually way too much because my eyes are bigger than my stomach. This is literally the only prep work, so that's why it makes such a good before work dish. So I've got just a good handful. I've probably used about maybe just under a quarter of the sweet potato. So I have a big pan here and I just have some olive oil, salt and pepper. So I like to add the olive oil and just wait for it to heat up. It's just a sort of drizzle just to coat the bottom of the pan. And I'm just going to leave that till it heats enough. The easiest way to check, well, for me with this dish, if the oil is hot enough, is I just sit a little bit of the potato in, and if it starts sizzling, then we're good to go. Got all the sweet potato here, and I'm just kind of sprinkling it throughout the pan. Now you would think that I would start tossing this through all the oil, but you would be incorrect. I don't like it to be overlayered because then you don't get that crunch and some of it won't cook properly. And at this point I'll add some salt and pepper, and now we wait. Now I know it can be really tempting with something like this to want to keep checking it and moving it around, but if you wait till it's golden like that, you will be rewarded so good. Okay, so because it's all kind of cooked together, it's sort of formed a bit of a web, and I can just pick it up with the tongs and flip it over. Oh my God, this looks so good. And I'm just going to just add a bit more seasoning to this side. So this is so easy. You just pick it up and plonk it on your plate. Just adding a dash more oil for the egg. I like to just have a fried egg a lot of the time, but you can even make an omelette and put the potato on top. I like my egg cooked quite well, so I am going to flip it, but you can obviously do whatever you like. Okay, so this is what mine looks like. It looks pretty plain at the moment. You can have it as it is. I know every day in the house we don't usually make our food look like gourmet Instagram pictures, so I will just have mine plain a lot of the time. But you can add, I've got some rocket and avocado here for some greens. And if you are vegan, you could also, instead of the egg, you could have like a slow roasted mushroom, tomato, halloumi, add some greens and some avo, and it will be beautiful as well. I have to show you something, not to get all ASMR on this channel, but I just want to show you. That is the sound of a yummy breakfast. This is my third breakfast today. I'm not even just doing this for the camera. I just love breakfast so much. I think it's about lunchtime now anyway. So I'm gonna enjoy this delicious third breakfast. And I really hope that you enjoyed watching my video. I should probably do an outro before I start stuffing my face again. So I hope that you really enjoyed my video today. And I would love to hear from you if you do have any requests. Oh my God, I just spat everywhere. If you would like to see some more lifestyle, sort of healthy lifestyle videos, let me know. Otherwise, I do have some more beauty and makeup videos coming soon. I was thinking of doing some of my favorite morning yoga stretches. Just an idea. Let me know down below if you think you would be interested in seeing that. So I hope that you found today's video helpful and you got some good healthy ideas. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye bye.